This group has been around for 30 years. And since 1984, Endless Praise has travelled around Australia, the Pacific Islands, America, South America, many different places. And sometimes it can be easy to sit in a concert and think that we have it all together. Sometimes it can be easy to look at us and think that we know exactly what we're doing, we know how perfect life is. But I thought that right now we could get a little bit real with you and let you know a little bit about us. See, every single one of us take this stage and we sing with a smile on our face, and we sing confidently and boldly because we believe in what we're singing, in. The reason being is because at one point our lives were not like this. As you heard earlier, Zane shared his story that when he was 5 years old, his parents split up. What he didn't mention was that his dad would come and visit him every week, and then one day, out of the blue, for no reason, his dad just stopped coming. And Zane had to grow up with the knowledge that his dad chose to not see him anymore. I guess you could say that Zane felt abandoned. You heard Tia Pai's story earlier as well. And Tia Pai comes from a background of drugs and alcohol. And the family problems were so much for her that it pushed her to self-harm. You also heard Bex's story. How when Bex was 13 years of age, she was abused. Alex, who isn't always on the stage but is so much a part of this team, he comes from a family of 6 kids. And yet, he struggled with loneliness. He felt like no one accepted him for who he was. You see Sammy over here, or Bulla, as I like to call him. Sammy grew up in the church, but he quickly found that the church wasn't enough for him. And he decided to go down the path of something else while still doing church. So he lived a double life, being very comfortable with it. And you see me, I come from a really big family. When God said, go forth and multiply, my grandparents, they're like, okie dokie, and they would have had a ton of kids. Probably not as big as your families, I've come to learn. But just from my grandparents down, what I call my immediate family, there's about 97 of us at the moment. And this is my immediate family. So we'd have lots of birthdays, big Christmas parties. This is not even including the extended cousins. And I thought I had a perfect life. And then I grew up. And I got till about my teenage years when I discovered that something happened in my family that completely divided us down the middle. One part of my family went one way and the rest of us were left. Wondering, questioning. We were young, us kids, so we weren't told all the details. All we knew was that a part of our family no longer wanted to be part of our family. So why am I telling you all this? Why would I share with you all about dirty laundry, bad pasts? Because of this one reason. That at some point in our lives, even though we come from different backgrounds, we have different skin colors, we have different cultural traditions, even though all of that comes into play, that at one point in our lives, someone stepped into our heart. Now some of us, we didn't turn so easily. Some of us did, but others, it took us a while for us to see who it was that was speaking to us. And let me tell you this, it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you are 6 years old, 16 or 65. At any moment, Jesus can enter into your heart if you so choose. And see how the guy shared earlier about this love revival. See, that's the theme of our tour. We don't just put these words together because they sound nice and churchy. Because when we speak about love, we're talking about Jesus Christ himself. Jesus. He is love. When we speak about revival, do you know what revival means? It means to bring back to life something that was dead. It means to awaken something. It means to renew, to restore. So love was restored in us. How? Because of Jesus. And it isn't because our parents told us to, or because the elders said that we should, or because we felt guilty if we didn't. It was because when Zane found Jesus, he realized who his father was. And it wasn't an earthly father. When Bex found Jesus, she was comforted. When Tia Pine found Jesus, when I found Jesus, Alex, Semi, the rest of our team, we were brought back to life. So we don't get up on this stage to tell you something that we don't adamantly believe in. We don't get up here to tell you something that we just practiced or we thought sounded good. We're telling you this because someone told us about it and it changed our lives. We are telling you this because we have come to a point where we cannot function, we cannot breathe, we cannot continue without this love. And this love is able to come into every single one of your hearts and change you. Not because it's a church thing, not because it's religion, but because you found a relationship with Jesus Christ. And you know, we get to sing in a lot of different places, a lot of different schools, and we meet a lot of young people. And what we see more than anything else is that there is not much purpose in life. So maybe, if you listen to this, maybe if you're grabbing any of this that we're saying, you might understand that Jesus has more purpose for you than you could have for yourself. That there is more hope for you than you could presume for yourself. And this is real, okay? We are a testament to that, of how real He is. So we wanted to share with you our story, because there might be someone here who needs to hear that there is hope. That we would rather have Jesus than anything in this world. That we believe that He is faithful. That no matter what we've done or how bad we've been or what choices we've made, He would never let us down. That no matter what, we have an assurance. Do you know what an assurance is? It's a guarantee. And it's a blessed assurance. That Jesus Christ, He's always there for us. He's not far away, up in heaven, the long white beard as I used to see Him. He's here. He's available. So we put together a collection of hymns that we wanted to just tell you our story. So we hope you enjoy and believe that the Love Revival can be a reality for you.